was trying to write a story, start a new storybook, and there was this hard word. I wanted to write about my bookshelf, but it was just such a long, hard word, and I got stuck. And I wanted to say, Mommy, how do you spell? But then I realized, wait, I don't need my mommy yet. I have lots of writing strategies I can use to help me spell words. And then I thought, I should share that with my 109 million writers. So I made you a little poster. This one says, spelling strategies. And at the top it says, don't just say, how do you spell? It's okay to ask for spelling help, but first, I really want you to try to solve it on your own using our strategies. And then if you really can't figure it out, you're really stuck, you can ask for help. It's okay. It's always okay to ask for help. But first, try to use the help from your own super writing brain, okay? So here are some of our spelling strategies. We already know some of these. This says spelling strategies. And then it says, is it a sight word? If it's a sight word, you already know how to spell it. You could even look at your little sight word cards to check. Or if you're at school, you can look at our word wall. But sight words you should know how to spell. You don't have to use another strategy. Our next strategy says stretch it out. We've been practicing this a lot. Where we stretch it out like a rubber band. We listen to a sound, we write it down. We listen to the next sound, we write it down until we get all the sounds. You are experts at that. Today, I want to teach you a new strategy, a third strategy. This says listen for little words. Sometimes hidden inside a big word is a little word that we know, like a sight word. For example, I have this word into, like I jump into the pool. Oh wait, I hear the word in and the word to in into. So I could use that to help me spell it. I could write in and to, squish together, make into. Sometimes you have a word where you stretch it out, and as you're stretching it, you realize there's a little word you know hidden inside. Let me show you what I mean. And today I'm going to start a new story. I'm going to write a true story from my life. Now, you know so many different types of writing. You don't have to write a story like mine anymore. You are in charge of your own writing. You could write another persuasive piece about wanting to write to someone who can change the world or try and convince people to join you. You might want to write a true story about your life. You might even want to try writing a make-believe story, like about princesses or dragons or things that are made up. It's totally up to you. I'm going to write a story about baking bread, because as I told you in morning meeting, I've been trying to bake my own bread. I'm going to call it Baking Bread. Okay, baking. B bear, acorn, long A, bake, kite. Notice how I'm stretching it out. I'm using my stretch it out strategy to help me. Baking in. Ooh, I listened for little words and I heard the word in baking. Let me write that. I-N spells in. Baking. Oh, and it has a G, go, g at the end. Baking bread. Ring. Bread. Bread. Dog. Notice how I used an uppercase B for both words in my title. When you write the title of the book, every word should start with an uppercase letter. By Miss Minion. Oh, sight word. I used another strategy. Is it a sight word? Yes. Buy is a sight word. B-Y spells bye. By Miss Minion. Yay! So today, writers, I actually want you to start a new piece of writing. Like I said, it can be any kind of writing you want. A true story about your life, persuasive writing, like another way you want to change the world, or even a made up make believe story about anything you want. Your job is to be a writer who chooses what they write because you are in charge of your writing. Now, today as you're writing, it's important that you use our spelling strategies. Let's go over them real quick. Spelling strategies. Is it a sight word? Stretch it out. Listen for little words. Have a wonderful time writing, and tomorrow I'll teach you a new spelling strategy. Pause now to do your writing homework. Pausa ahora para hacer tu tarea de escritura. Start a new writing book. It can be any type of writing you want. A true story about your life, a made-up story, or another persuasive piece to change the world. Focus on using our spelling strategies as you write. Comience un nuevo libro de escritura. Puede ser cualquier tipo de escritura que desee. Una historia real sobre su vida, una historia inventada u otra pieza persuasiva para cambiar el mundo. Concéntrese en usar nuestras estrategias de ortografía mientras escribe.